Within weeks of the shutdown in March, over 100 new volunteers signed up with the Northside Planning Council to help deliver meals for our pandemic Feed to Go program. At its peak, we had 70 to 140 potential shifts per week, and we always managed to get them filled. The volunteers were flexible, creative, communicative, patient, and highly motivated. Every week, they shared their insights, suggestions, helped us problem solve, and remained incredibly resilient in the face of changing conditions. They made the choice to step up and use the resources and time they had to safely deliver food to those in need. Thanks to their volunteer time, we were able to maximize our efficiency, save money, and put that back into even more meals. We served 30,300 meals to 15 sites around Dane County in a 14-week period through an entirely volunteer-led distribution process. It was an incredible response to a very challenging moment, and they made a difference. Now we'll get to hear from some of them about what that experience meant to them.
Well, we are so excited to have with us today a number of our regular drivers from our Feed to Go program in the spring. And we wanted to give them a chance to share some of their reflections about participating in this food delivery program.
Sure. Hi, I'm Teresa Allen. The program brought so many needs together and met so many needs. It kept people in their jobs at the feed kitchen. It fed people who need it in tough times. It utilized local foods, so it was supporting local farmers and producers.
This is Bob Reuter and my wife Bobby, and we were struck initially our first delivery by the number of children that were needing food. They saw us coming, and after our first visit they recognized my truck, and they were lined up when we got there. And it was amazing to me how many kids needed food.
I'm Martin Bailke, and participating in the program was fulfilling on any number of levels. But the one that I remember was that I almost never had to worry about returning to feed with meals that people didn't take. And a big reason for that was that as the program went on, the communities developed organically their own networks on how to take meals that weren't taken by people that were there, find ways to get those meals to other people in the community. A great feeling to know that every meal that you take from feed and take to some part of town will find someone at the end. And that's what I most remember.
My name's Jim Pearson. I just appreciated the opportunity as a volunteer to be part of a feeling of hope during the pandemic. There was a lot of confusion, a lot of unknowns, a lot of what's going on in the world, and it was an opportunity to feel like it and be able to give back to the community.
My name is Sue, and I've sometimes said I have a close association with food. I think that's pretty true in a lot of ways. And really, the reason I was most interested in doing this is because I think in a country as well off as ours, it is a crime that people in our country do not have enough to eat.
The reason I did this was feeling like we were in an out of control situation and an unknown situation. And this just gave me some little bit of control over being able to do something for people who needed it.
Oh, this is Josie.
Yeah, thanks.
And with Keegan. So I thought that, this is such a great opportunity for Keegan, my 13 years old, to join me in delivering food for Feed to Go. That not just help him get his Eagle Scout point, but most of all, it helps him to understand what community service is all about.
Yeah, I think one of the most impressive things about the Feed Kitchen program was just how quickly it was able to get off the ground, and done so in a way that was all safety measures taken into account, the no contact deliveries, making sure that everyone was safe and comfortable being out and about, especially in kind of this hectic time within the country and the entire world.
There were just so many wonderful, positive experiences that came out of it.
I am Laura, and I was born and raised on the north side. So when everything shut down, I was so happy to have this opportunity to be able to help. At one of our last days, somebody came over and invited us to come back at the end of the summer and pick vegetables from their community vegetable garden. And I just found that to be just heartwarming